You are appointed as an auditor of an global limited. Explain the risk factor relating to misstatement arising from misappropriation of asset. So you are the auditor. You want to explain the risk factor relating to misstatements arising from misappropriation of asset. Asset is misappropriate. Then what happens? That is a fraud. So what happens? You need to report it. You need to explain the risk. There are three kind of risk: inherent risk, control risk, environmental risk. Something within the control risk that what I can see that is there. Environmental risk something we can't control. It is there. So based upon the things you want to see this, define the risk and and how can you control it? You need to plan it. That management you need to do. If they have not done it, you need to report it. This is what you can do. But we're going to the question. Risk factors that related to misstatements arising from misappropriation of asset may be grouped into two categories: susceptibility of asset to be misappropriated and controls. Susceptibility these pertains to the nature of entity's asset and degree in which they are subject to theft. So this asset means susceptibility to asset is misappropriated. The asset is being stolen. The asset is being used without the knowledge of the management. The adverse relationship between the entity and the employees with access to cash or any other access to any other assets. Susceptibility to theft and any motivated these employees to misappropriate the asset. This asset is used by the employees without the knowledge of the employer. That is the control risk. This involves a lack of control designed to prevent and detect misappropriation of asset and respect to disregard of the need to monitor or reduce the risk related to misappropriation of asset. Some asset is there, na, there should be control. We have one asset na, that need to be designed to prevent, detect misappropriation of asset. That is how to prevent, put a watchman, put a person who need to see, put a CCTV, a CCTV live, and we should see that. Such kind of things are there are not. How this control has been taken. And disregarding the internal controls or misappropriation of asset by the overriding existing control by failing to take appropriate remedial action or knowing deficiencies in internal control, behavior indicates displeasure and dissatisfaction with the entities and treatment of employees. Changes in the behavior and changes in lifestyle that may indicate assets has been misappropriated. This states so sometimes the controls are there, some controls being changed. Behavior in displeasure or dissatisfied with the entity, the treatment of the employee, and change in the behavior lifestyle may indicate. Example, some employees may their lifestyle may change after their portion. They having a salary, with that salary they can live like that. But they have changed their lifestyle. Now we should look into it because they may misappropriate our asset. They may misuse our asset. Why we are looking into it? The basic question is the money which is bought by the shareholders. They have the rights to use the asset. They have the rights to gain the profit. Others who work for us don't have the right to get the benefit rather than salary or incentives. If it is being used by them without our permission, the directors or the shareholders, it is misappropriation of asset. That is to be taken into account.